you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if you are brand new here and this is the very first time you ever see my face, what's up? I am Jen. I share all things health and wellness here on the channel. Anything I do to level up my own life, I share with you guys in hopes to inspire and motivate you to do the same. So if that sounds like your jam, make sure to subscribe before we jump into today's video. All right, guys, as you can tell from the title, we are jumping into our goals for 2023. I have a lot of goals. I like to plan and just like reach for a lot of stuff at the beginning of the year, as do most people. So I have an entire list here that I have written out, and I have some in more specific detail, but I'm just going to kind of do a broad overview, or this video would be incredibly long. But I know you guys like to hear my goals and go along the journey with me, and it may spark some interest or ideas for some goals that you may want to pursue in 2023 yourself. So there are some main areas that I think that everybody should plan some type of goals or have something that you are working towards in each of these areas to help move you forward in life. So briefly, I'll just go over them. I have spiritual, financial, career, personal development, family, social, and fitness. So obviously you don't pour as much effort into each one of these at all times because you'll just be incredibly overwhelmed. But I like to have like a broad overview of something that I am trying to pursue in each of those areas, and try to incorporate even just 10 minutes a day towards each of those things. Because if you bite off more than you can chew, by 2 or 3 weeks in, you've thrown in the towel, you've completely given up, and then you don't grow in any of the areas. So like for spiritual, I have commit to church every week. Back when COVID happened, we got used to just doing like live streams on the weekend, watching church on the live streams. But towards the end of this year, we got back into going to church, and we absolutely love it. So we definitely want to keep that going forward, because we just like being in that fellowship and actually going into church. So that's something we want to keep doing this year to keep moving us forward in our spiritual health. And then of course, prayer and study time in the morning. For me, I like to do it first thing in the day. It just helps me to start my day out on the right foot and set the tone for the rest of the day, which a lot of these things I like to do in the morning. If you guys have followed for some time, then you know the morning routine is like super crucial to my productivity and overall happiness and health in life. So it's super important. And even if you just maybe 10 minutes of prayer a day, that doesn't seem like a lot in a 24-hour period, but you start with that, and then you can increase it as you want to, but commit small and then build on that and build some momentum in all of these areas. But as you go, the ones that you think that you need to build a little more on, or that you want to grow a little more, or you want to add a little more time as the year goes on and you get better and better at it, then do that. So that's for spiritual. Financial, we have, my husband and I both have a couple goals here, but I'm not going to go into it in depth here, but just continue paying off debt, which we've been on a debt-free journey for a little while now. And we kind of got sidetracked throughout the last year. So just kind of regrouping, refocusing, and continuing on that path this year, and saving for some big purchases, which I may dive into a little bit deeper later in a different video. If you guys are interested in hearing that, let me know down below. As far as career goals, I have a few different avenues that I will be diving in. I have some really big goals for Team Jen and my coaching programs, and then also for growing my YouTube channel. So super excited for some stuff to come. I have been working insanely hard on building a website for Inwithjen Fitness, and I am super stoked about it. You guys have been asking for some time about personalized one-on-one coaching, which I do in the first Phorm app. But over the last year, Team Jen has grown so much, which I appreciate so much, all of you wanting to work with me. I absolutely love it. It is a passion of mine to help other people and to grow Team Jen and to help as many people as possible. But in doing that, I had to kind of restructure the coaching, so I am giving my clients what they need, and it makes sense for me and my family. So I will be talking more about that when I launch the website closer to the end of this week, but I will have a more personalized one-on-one coaching where I provide workout programs and plans for you, and then I will still do my advising in the app, so there will be different tiers depending on what fits your needs best. And like I said, I will go into that more later in the week or in a separate video. And of course, if you have any questions about it, pop them down below or hit me up over on Instagram. But I'm super excited about that, and I have been working incredibly hard building that website. It is definitely not easy. I am not a super like tech wizard by any means, so it has definitely been a huge learning curve for me, but I'm excited to get that launched. And then as for YouTube, I am of course wanting to grow the crew here and just build a huge community of like-minded individuals that are all trying to level up together. So I have a bunch of things that I am wanting to do. I was wanting to go more like an educational route and do a lot more educational videos, but it has just been on my mind and heart to go more of like an application or behavioral way, because I don't think information is what we need. We all have information overload in 2023. I have found working with clients and just in my own life in general that most of us struggle with applying what we know and making the habits and behavioral changes that we need to put forth the information that we already have. So I really want to focus on that going forward into this next year. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, or you have any ideas, let me know down below. That will definitely help me out a ton and I would appreciate it. And then next, for personal development, you guys know that I am constantly evolving and learning and on a personal development journey. I absolutely love to read, so I have a huge book list that I want to get through this year, and I'll continually add through that through the year. And then continuing education in the health and wellness space is super big to me, so I definitely will be focusing on that throughout the year. The next one for family is super huge. Obviously, that's the most important thing in life, but it will probably be one of the most hardest things that I try to implement. Hubby and I just had this talk yesterday on one of our walks, trying to do 1 day a week on like Sunday every week with no devices, no phones, no computers, no any of that. I know, OMG, right? But I think that if we can't pull off 1 day a week, then we seriously have like a major problem, right? I know that it will be hard, but not having the phone in your hand every single second, especially for me, because so much of what I do personally and professionally is on the internet, and so I'm always on my phone or computer. I am scrolling or working or always doing something, and that definitely takes away from time with the family. And so just trying to focus on being present and connecting with the family, trying to just not have the phone at all, any of us, for the entire day of Sunday. So we're gonna try that out and see how it goes, and we may adjust that going forward once we see what's working or whatever, and I'll keep you guys posted along that journey. But it's definitely going to be harder than I probably even think that it will be, because we are all so connected to our devices. But I think that ties in overall to mental health and personal development, spiritual health, all of that, just putting it aside, putting it down, and focusing on the people that are the most important to you and that you love the most, and fostering those relationships will help with your overall health as well, which all of these areas really do. Next, for social, I don't really have like huge goals in the social realm, but I know that we all need to foster that area in our life as well. So fostering relationships that I already have, and then making it an intentional decision to try to meet new people and foster new relationships. So that's something that's definitely outside of my comfort zone. And so that's something that I hope to work on a little bit this year. Okay, and last but not least, of course, is fitness. I have a bunch of fitness goals and I'm super excited to jump into them. First off, this year, the husband and I are going to be completing the Live Hard program. We did 75 hard right before the holidays. Now we started phase 1 yesterday, and we will finish out phase 2 and phase 3 to complete the Live Hard program. So that's our #1 fitness goal for this year. But also I will be doing the 8-week challenge that starts on January 9th with Phorm. I love a good challenge to hold me accountable, and then I'll also be doing it alongside all of my clients, which I absolutely love. So that challenge starts on January 9th. If you're wanting to get in on that, I will have more details coming about that as well. Also, make sure to hit me up on Instagram, because you'll see all the behind the scenes for that. But again, that starts next Monday, January 9th, and I always have the link down below for the Phorm app if you want to join my team. Now, aside from those challenges and programs, pull-ups and running, those are the 2 things that I want to focus on this year. Last year I had a pull-up goal and I didn't end up hitting it because they kind of fell to the wayside. I had messed up my elbow a little bit at the beginning of the year, and so then I just didn't focus on them as much again. And then I started to focus on them a little bit towards the end of the year and then stopped before the holidays. So I didn't stay committed to that, and I want to stay committed to it this next year. And then also last year, dips were one of my goals that I wanted to focus on, and I could get about 10 reps but not good form. I could do about 6 with solid form, and and then I ended the year doing 15 with solid form. So I totally crushed that. Still will be working on those and push-ups. I think those are foundational movements that everybody should work on and have a goal towards. But this year I really want to put an emphasis on pull-ups, so I will be working on those throughout the year. I'm going to start off with a goal of 5 and then we'll progress from there. For running, my main thing with running is really focusing on mobility and healing my body and things that are out of alignment. You guys know I've had some leg, lower body issues that I definitely want to work on and focus on, because I really want to run again. More than for physical health, I love running for mental health, and I have had a goal to run a half marathon race. I have ran the distance of a half marathon without stopping, but not in an actual legit race, and that has been a goal of mine forever, and eventually want to run a marathon. So I really want to get back into running, so I have to really be strategic and consistent with the mobility work, which is part of one of the things that I am doing for the phase 1 program. So I am hoping to stick with that and be really consistent on it so that I can get back pounding the pavement. So, all right guys, I just was thinking about it. I'm gonna insert this into the fitness goals section because I knew that I would forget something, and I'm probably forgetting a lot more, but I didn't even touch on weight loss goals or physique goals or any of that. And I don't have a specific weight loss goal as I do more of a physique goal, which I have talked to you guys ad nauseum at this point. But as I recomp my body and continually build muscle and get stronger, the number on the scale changes. Like what I think where I want to be, necessarily that's not where I'll end up at the physique that I want, if that makes sense. Normally about 150 is my goal. And so shedding the fluffiness and extra weight that I've put on since vacation and holidays and all of that, I want to lean down just a little bit from that to where I feel my most comfortable, and then just continually focus on getting stronger and just feeling fit and strong. That's my overall goal. I don't have any plans to do like bodybuilding or competition or, you know, getting super jacked and shredded like that, but I want to feel lean and confident and strong. That is my goal, and that's what I'll continually focus on. But this year, more than anything, I want to focus on quality of movement, quality of form. I want to focus on healing anything in my body that isn't aligned or overcompensating or anything like that. That's my main goal and focus this year. That's why I will be so heavily focused on mobility. But overall, it's just a strong, healthy, fit body. That's what I'm looking for, and I'll keep you guys posted along the journey as I continue down that road. But right now I do want to lean and just shed down a little bit of the weight gain that I've put on over the last couple months of the holidays, which a lot of that will just come right off, water weight and all of that, to where I feel my leanest and fittest and strongest. And so that's the physique goals in a nutshell. I probably forgot some things, but I don't want this video to be crazy long. So if you guys want anything else that's a little more in depth on each of those goals, because I highly recommend, if you are setting goals, to not just make it broad. This is kind of a broad overview, but if you are having a goal of weight loss, don't just say I want to lose weight, because that's not a strong enough goal or reason to keep you moving. If you write down, I want to lose exactly 50 pounds. I want to lose it by this date, and I want to lose it because of this. The SMART goals structure for setting goals is super important. I'll post a picture of a graphic that I posted to my clients and on Instagram in the community tab. So check that out. It just helps you guide you on how to set a goal, and all of those are important factors when pursuing a goal that you actually want to reach and that you will stick with and stay consistent with when it gets hard. The more specific you are, the more apt you are to reach it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And again, if you have any questions or comments about any of it, just pop them down below. If you want me to go in further detail in future videos, I might even do a live so that you guys can ask me questions later in the week, and about my website that I'll be launching with the one-on-one coaching and all of that. So if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. Hit me up over on Instagram. I'll pop my handle on the screen here. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I can't wait to crush this year with all of you and completely level up in 2023. I know a ton of you are super pumped for the new year and crushing your goals. Keep that energy, keep that excitement to build yourself some momentum to carry you through and see your goals to the finish line. I hope you guys are out there crushing it at life today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're brand new, make sure to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any of the fun new videos that that will be coming. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video.